Tuko on. Hii ni Freestyle Friday 100, the Q&A edition of that freestyle session iliyofanyika jana. An amazing session, a brilliant session, a moment here celebration because 100 weeks of Freestyle Friday is such a huge milestone, na tukakuwa na sherehe ya kufana vile inafaa. Kama hujacheki hiyo session and you've happened to watch this fast for whatever reason, vile universe imework, vile all the actions that you've taken tangu uzaliwe, tangu uanze kuexist, tangu uanze kubreathe zimework and have brought you here, ni sawa. Find some time, ukiweza ucheki hiyo video uone how that session went. Nikirap for 2 hours and 20 minutes mfululizo. The last time nilifanya kitu kama hiyo ilikuwa during Freestyle Friday 69, na nilisema hivyo jana, where I rapped for that long. That one I rapped for 3 hours long mfululizo. So jana ilikuwa reminiscent of Freestyle Friday 69 and how much of a journey that usually is, how much of a challenge that usually is. Ni mentally taxing, it demands a lot toka kwako as a performer, but tuliifanya. Shukran sana na karibu kwa this session. Kama kutakuwa na mtu atakayetokea, watu watakaotokea, my people, my family, my community, my amazing friends and human beings, kuna one of them or many of them or a few of them watakaotokea, au ndio watadetermine this session. Kuna mmoja amekuja aka like the video vile inafaa, I appreciate that. Kwa hivyo as the first person hapa, wewe ndio una set, wewe ndiye una set the tone and the foundation, msingi wa hii session. Kwa hivyo uliza swali, na assume ni mtu alikuwa nasi jana, kwa hivyo unajua how this one goes. Uliza swali to delve into what you would like to know kuhusu Freestyle Friday, kuhusu freestyling in this art form. Wewe ndiye unaamua, na hizi sessions usually zinafanyikanga during our edition zin happening during our sessions. Niki rap tunazifanyanga mwisho. So Freestyle Fridays sijui kama zilianza tukifika 10, I don't think so. Maybe ilianzia the 20th, then the 30th, then the 40th, hivyo 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, then 100. Hizo tens, hizo editions ndio tunakuanga na a moment ya Q&A tukimaliza, kwa sababu hizo ni milestones. So jana ilikuwa one of those, but nilikuwa nisha rap for 2 hours and 20 minutes, singeweza fanya a Q&A after that. Tukasema tutakuja tuifanye leo. So Hazel yuko hapa. Hazel mwenye nyanchama, anapenda akili yake na maswali yeye ulizanga. So ni Hazel who will ask the first question and take us kwenye anaamua kutupeleka. And Hazel has been here. Hazel manze, so unajua vile nakupenda. Has been here since Freestyle Friday 5. Hazel ndio OG wa Freestyle Friday. K9 ni OG wa sana kwa sana hangout sessions, though tumekuwa tu na mbili, but during our last one on December 11th last year tumekuwa na 2 of those. The other one was on June, rather in July, and that was on 10th. Aliamua atakuja zote mbili, aliamua ata show up na akasema I am here to prove during our last one ya December that mini OG wa hizi hangout sessions. So ni yeye amekuwa kwa zote out of our people. Na Babu alipitia but akatoka mapema kwa hiyo Sunday session, kwa hiyo hangout session, but yeye pia amekuwa kwa both of them. So Hazel ni OG wa Freestyle Friday, amekuwa hapa kituka definitely nothing below 80%, ilikuwa niseme 90, but counting the first 4 zile hakuwa, and then the others zile pia hajatokea. But hapa YouTube amekuwa zote apart from last week, hakuwa for our session ya wiki iliyopita. Jack amekuwa kwa zote tangu tuanze kurap YouTube. hakuna session Jack amehata, so Jack ana prove kukuwa OG tangu tukuje YouTube, but Hazel generally ni OG wa freestyle Friday sessions tangu freestyle Friday 5, 80% plus or even 85% plus. Hazel amenipatia prompts milioni moja, amenipatia feedback on how horrible I can be. Oh, ulipitia hapo last week silently. Terrible, very horrible of you. Terrible. Niko hapo najaribu kuambia watu wajitambulishe, kumbe ulikuwa umeniangalia tu just seated. Sasa usiposema sasa mimi sitajua. Unaona? So Hazel amenipatia prompts milioni moja, amenipatia feedback after hizi sessions. Imekuwa tu yani beautiful sana. A number of sessions zimekuwa predicated on ideas zake, challenges zake. Kuna challenge alinipatia, alikuwa anataka nifanye for session ya jana, but nilijua about it late, so singeweza kuincorporate, but I shall do that. Na nilimwambia nitaifanya. So Hazel has been that person. Huge pillar of Freestyle Friday. Jack pia ni another one. Kuna sessions kadhaa zile zime happen because of Jack na zime happen courtesy of prompts zake, ideas zake. So Jack pia ni msee mwingine na nimesema ana prove kwa hizi sessions za YouTube, yeye ndio the OG, but Hazel pia ni OG. They've been together here for hizi sessions, all of them, now that we've established since tuanze YouTube. And whenever I'm having these milestones and such celebrations, kama ni hapa or sana kwa sana, which took almost pia kufika 100 Sunday sessions, inakuanga beautiful sana kuzicelebrate na such people. Kuna Hazel hapa, kuna Jack hapa for sana kwa sana, kuna Ababo, and pia for hizi Freestyle Friday sessions beautiful sana. Kuna Nyanchama hapa jana, ilikuwa amazing sana. Kukuwa na Morio, kukuwa na Kakusha. Kakusha was part of the people wenye walikuwa na sisi on Freestyle Friday 1, ya the very first Freestyle Friday. The reason tumefika so moja, Kakusha alikuwa na mimi kwa hiyo session, which was a very spontaneous moment, but Kakusha was here. Out of all the people who are there kwa hiyo session, he ndo the only one amebaki. The rest walinitoka, but Kakusha has been here. Sijui kama ilikuwa the 70th or the 80th, maybe the 70th. Alitokelezea pia after a long time, so amekuwa ki pop in once in a while, but amekuwa also kwa a number of sessions, ametupa prompts zake. So it's beautiful kuna such people join for hizi milestones na hizi celebrations. I love that being the case. Hiyo session ya kwanza Hazel, you are thinking na nafikiria. Nimekuwa nikingoja kuona comment ya Nyanchama hapa. I've been waiting kuona comment yake as the next person here. So na feel it's either Nyanchama or Jack. But acha tungoje tuone. Si mnaniita mchawi. So let's see uchawi wa Hazel vile ita perform. So the first session ilikuwa na Kakusha. Sitakumbuka everyone, but Kakusha was here. Kulikuwa na Wangu, kulikuwa na Sunflower Bandit, that's Viva. Edu was here for the first one. Sijui kama Edu was here for the first one. Kulikuwa na, was Lawrence part of this one? Alambe, Roger alikuwa part of hizo first sessions pia sana, before Boyek na mimi, because he spends his time with me tukireview, nikimsumbua kusikiza wasanii, so he had enough of me after those first sessions, akatosheka. K9 was part of hizo first sessions. Najua place Irauka yuko, sijui kama najua ili happen the 100th session, sijui kama najua ili happen, but I'm sure atakas. Ama kama najua ili happen, maybe aliona video baadaye anasema fuck, how did I miss this session? But we are here. So niko hapa kuchukua questions as we usually do whenever kuna hizi moments. So in our previous sessions utaona this happening, and then special moments kama Freestyle Friday 52, which was a year of Freestyle Friday last year, and we are getting to 2 years of Freestyle Friday. Wambo was also here. Yeye pia ni mtu amejoin hizi sessions baadaye. So people who are here jana, Hazel, Jack, hao ni OGs, and then Morio came through tukiwa 50 something tukiingia 60. Wambo came through at some point, was that 80 or 70? Hey, huko ni huko ni mbali, kaa tushaenda kuenda 80 sessions in or 70. Nyanchama is another one, came through later. Brian Safari alikuwa nasi jana mara yake ya kwanza. Kakusha nimesema huyo ni day one. So ni fascinating kuona tu how the journey has been, the people who've been here, na tuko almost kufika 2 years of doing this. So nilikuwa nataja Wambo nikifikiria how nilikuwa na share some reflections naye after session jana, na nilikuwa namwambia if you think about it, 100 inaweza kaa kidogo, it's a number, yes. Ukifikiria 100, yes, ni mob but ni kidogo at the same time. So ukiangalia in various ways of quantifying that, ukisema 100 years a centennial, that's a lot. Ukifikiria century, ukifikiria 100 months, right? So kuna particular way that you can think about this. Ukifikiria 100 days, unaweza knock that in about 4 so months. So ukifikiria 100 weeks of Freestyle Friday, then if you start reflecting on that, ufikirie a year has 52 weeks. So then it starts appearing massive, that these are 52 weeks plus of doing this. So this is a year of doing this. But hold up, si tu a year, because a year pia itaka, it's 1 year. Break that down kidogo, inamaanisha on kila wiki of the year you've been doing this each and every week, and the realization that it's a lot. It is a lot, na si kitu kidogo. It's huge, it's massive, it's astronomical if you break it down na ufikirie hivyo. I was reflecting on that after the session, nikijambia I have actually done this. I have done it for 100 weeks consecutively, consistently. That's huge. So if you go back 100 weeks from leo, or from jana session yetu, that takes us back to the first Friday of June 4th, 2021. That's how far 100 weeks inatupeleka. Si ati ni beginning of 2023, si ati ni somewhere kwa last quarter ya 2022 or mid 2022 or even beginning of 2022 or even mwisho wa 2021 or katikati. Yani katikati, ni hapo katikati. It's wild, very massive, and niko proud of myself. Tangu 2020 Hazel, uchawi yako tumeconfirm pia. So our cult is doing well. Our cult is performing very well. Tuko na people here who can summon people. Nyanchama, Hazel summoned you. I did not. I did not at all. You will watch this back na utaona ukweli. Hazel summoned you here. Mi nakwambia hapo kuna wachawi. So the cult is forming itself very well thus far. Nyanchama, of course, you can scroll through the comments uone kile nasema, confirm what I am stating. So as I was saying, 100 weeks from now inatupeleka back to the first Friday of June 2021. That's when this started. And here we are 100 weeks later. And here we are getting to 2 years later of Freestyle Friday. Kila wiki. Wizi, that is not insane. That is extremely, extremely, extremely astronomical. I have done things with this session. I have done things. What? What? Sijui kama Nyanchama nimaliza kuwa na video yenye Morio alitokelezea. I have done things here. I have rapped things, very many things. I have said a lot of things. So, Hazel amesema, sir, your timing. I was watching a cartoon but it can wait for now. But still nilikuwa nimepatia heads up jana, nikasema nitakuja hizi matime. Mapenzi ya kishenzi, that's a reference that will establish some time back. Hizo akasema alikuwa hapa kuniwatch silently, akiniwatch silently last week, admiring me as if ni mara ya kwanza ananiona. Hizo akamanifest Nyanchama as the second person on here. Let's wait and see. Sijui kama walikuwa wamecollude, who knows. Our cult leader. Then akasema, I think I'll start with the most obvious one. What are your sentiments, both pros and cons, between doing these sessions on Instagram versus YouTube? So the first pro, I don't have to download this video na ni re-upload to YouTube. That's a plus, because for Instagram unajua vile kunaenda, you do a live there, obviously utaisave, that's not a problem, and then tab kuidownload, then ni re-upload, then niweke descriptions na kila kitu. So you're part of that process imetoka. A pro, however, speaking about the same, ni that whenever I am doing these sessions here, after the session, if I want to download a video, kwanza the file size is larger than the ones from Instagram. So the Instagram ones would be 300 MB, 600 MB, 8, so depending on the length. My order is huge as these ones. Hata sija download ya jana, sijui itakuwa how big, but in terms of the size, that is something else that's a con because of capacity in a space, and I have to have these videos obviously. So kuna hiyo as a disadvantage of doing it here on YouTube, then download baadaye. I'd love to know what cartoon Hazel was watching. The Super Mario Bros movie ndio kile respond. Nyanchama, kama una swali pia unaweza uliza. So that is that. Pro ya YouTube ni the chat is eternal. Nakumbuka kuna time Morio was suggesting ku screen record, nikamwambia usiwe na hiyo stress, hata tu ikaiva itaka, because hizi sessions zilikuanga Instagram and hauwezi ona the comments after. So kuna hizo moments zile zitakupita na uta experience in real time what was happening, what someone had commented, the pace at which nilikuwa able ku internalize na kutumia the info amenipatia, ku rap na ku respond, ku create a moment and a bar and the like. Hapa hivi unaweza ziona. The comments are there, zina exist. The live chat is an amazing thing, so that's a huge pro. Hiyo ni a con upande wa Instagram. Though sometimes pia ni poa kuko na hiyo mystery, so ukiona hizo earlier sessions huwezi ona people commenting because ilikuwa Instagram. Would have to take my word for it, utrust kile nimesema, utrust how I was responding to what was being said and how I was reacting and how that informed my rapping. So there is that. The other thing ni kujua who's joining as a con for YouTube. Siwezi jua who's joining unless waniachia comment. So someone has to say something ndio nijue, oh, someone was here. The beauty ni regardless of someone passing by and not saying anything or someone passing by and saying anything, ni that number utaiona kwa your backlog as far as the number of viewers when you wali come through during the live session. For Instagram, that could not happen. Yes, ukiwa kwa the session you can see kuna watu wangapi, even sahi for YouTube you can, but after session imeisha ina start from hiyo point ya zero. Hauna sa hiyo history how many people ati came through, though as you finish your live video on YouTube itakwambia watu wangapi walijoin. So there is that plus, but nilikuwa nasema the con ni until msee aseme alikuwa hapa na comment ndo nijue yuko hapa. Siwezi jua who exactly is here. If you just come through na uniwatch ukiniadmire ka Hazel, sitajua nani ametokea, itakuwa tu a figure and a number and a like. For Instagram, the pro ni kujua that kuna msa amejoin. There is no other way around that. Nitajua oh, Hazel amejoin, nitaona Nyanchama amejoin, hata kama utakaa but utakuwa umejoin na nitakuwa nimejua that ume come through. So with that, ukiwatch hizo videos, that is documented. Najua Hazel ali come through for hii session. Najua Edu, who was also a huge supporter, alikuwa a big part of these sessions at some point, alipitia. Nitajua oh, Nyanchama came through. Nitajua Morio amejoin. Nitajua Irauka alikuwa inadi, vitu kama hivyo I'll know via Instagram. For YouTube, I won't. Kuna kingine na prefer interface ya YouTube for hizi live sessions. Instagram inakuanga terrible ku scroll. Once umepita a comment and niko kwa the current comment, if I am to scroll upwards, the interface inakuanga mbaya and the sensitivity of kuhave kwenda all the way up na kurudi inakuanga too horrible and problematic. YouTube ni very easy. So hiyo ni a plus, huge plus ikiwa on YouTube nikikompare na Instagram. When I'm scrolling kwenda all the way back, vitu kama hivyo nawanga difficult. Then sometimes for Instagram ka kuna watu wengi, hiyo scrolling ukwa pia worse. Anything else? Oh, another pro, YouTube hizi niambia stories za copyright inizimie session. Itaniambia copyright claim after nimepost the video na vitu kama hivyo. However, itanizimia session yangu ka IG. Niambia nacheza ngoma za watu wengine, session done. Tumekuwa na hizo moments kwa sessions mara kadhaa. That doesn't happen here. Though nikianza kuplay ngoma ya Jay-Z saa hii nitazimwa. But venye hizi ni beats that I'm using. Said the creators are the Jay-Z level kind of musicians. So that won't happen. Itakuwa tuna a claim ya content ID afterwards. So hiyo ni advantage as well. Nini ingine? Kuna time Instagram iliamua hainipatii comments freestyle Friday 20 somewhere there, 20 ama 21, 22, 23. Ilifanyika for about 3 or so weeks. I could not see people's comments. If you go back on hizo videos, I was lamenting about that back to back because ilikuwa ina happen during hizo sessions. Ilikuwa frustrating, vitu kama hivyo. Oh, kuna a way that I can use filters here. Nikajaribu kuona kama kuna filters hapa. Ilikuwa niseme story ya filters za Instagram. Vile ni a variety and you can play around with them. We once had a disco session during a freestyle Friday session. So beautiful, so beautiful. I was to say ability ya watu kujoin, but YouTube has that feature now. Someone can join you live on YouTube. They added that feature. But that is an amazing feature for Instagram because iko catered for search, bring watu on board wakijoin live sessions. So Instagram interface yao as far as that and that feature and its functionality is better than your YouTube. Hata ukiconsider the fact that when someone joins unapata their audience members wanakuja pia wanakucheki. For YouTube I don't think that is a possibility in terms of ati watu wa someone wajue umse yako live. That isn't the reality, but for Instagram that happens na unaweza pata new audience members, new people, visibility, vitu kama hivyo, which imehappen sana for easy sessions when other people have joined me na watu wao waka come through. That's something else pia, since IG niko na, which is another pro for Instagram, more followers than here. Hapa niko na 61 subscribers. Hiyo reach uko ni higher, so people wenye watajua nimeenda live ni wengi than wenye wanajua na rap on YouTube. Hiyo ni a huge advantage, so anyone at any point can pop in then atoke, but the visibility ni higher huko than hapa. Hizo ni pros na cons za kufanya hizi sessions on Instagram na YouTube. Do you plan on continuing these freestyling sessions? Yes, I do. However, I've been thinking of stopping for a while. Nimefikiria ku stop kidogo. I've done so much. I have done so much. 2 years of doing this kila wiki. Literally kila wiki. That's huge. Nimekuwa nikifikiria kustop for a while, and then vile akili yangu kufanyanga kazi, my mind wants to take itself to the extreme end. So najiambia in a few weeks itakuwa 2 years of Freestyle Friday. And najiambia, should I take a break as I was planning to, na niache kuzifanya for some time, or should I continue? Kwa sasa something within me naniambia umefika wiki so moja, so naweza fika another 100 ikuwe tu, so naweza fika 3, so hizo ni miaka 6. Hizo ni miaka 6. Damn, that's insane. That's crazy. 2 years, 100. Another 200. Whew. Will I even be alive? So mind yangu na kuanga na hiyo tabia ya kudai kupush kujiambia, so umefika 104, so unaweza fika 200. Hizo ni 96 more. We just got to freestyle for the 96 a few weeks back. Hizo 96 ni nyingi, but mind yangu inakuanga hivyo, kutaka kuona kama inaweza enda to hiyo level. Hizo ndizo vitu zimefanya mziki ya wiki exist in the way that it has. Mziki ya wiki on the blog iko week 139, tomorrow inafika 140. So kitu kama hiyo, I think ilikuwa ni pose at 100, nikajiambia fika 2 years of mziki ya wiki, fika 2 years. So kuna that was starting from August of 2020, the last week of August. Kuna hiyo thought that ilikuwa kwa mind yangu, endelea, maybe iachie at 2 years, take a break ama uiache or whatever it happen. Then you get to 104, najiambia tunaweza get to 110, tunaweza get to 120. Same mziki ya wiki, which is almost a year on YouTube. Mziki ya wiki 2.0 kimchezo, almost a year of doing mziki ya every week of mziki ya wiki on YouTube, different from the one on the blog. Tuko 47, in 5 or so weeks itakuwa a year of mziki ya wiki 2.0. Hivyo tu, just like that, itakuwa a year of doing that. So kwa mind yangu inakuanga hivyo, na kasa inajiambia I can get to 50 na ni take a break from doing it for mziki ya wiki on YouTube. Then nafikiria get to 52, get to 60, 70. So that's how I usually so for this one imefika so moja. Then the thought was you can get to 2 years now, complete 2 years of doing this, get to 100. 2 years ni 4 more weeks, that's a month. Unaweza ongeza, si kitu difficult, why not? And here I am. So the idea ni take a break after nimefanya 2 years of this, take a break for some time, see how long that would be. And the idea pia ni moving forward, let's say I take the break, if I come back, siko sure if I'll be doing it kila wiki or if I'll be breaking it na nifanye a week then niruke wiki moja nifanye wiki ingine na ikue irregular as compared to how regular it was here. Tupatie pia time ya kunidiscover, nichukue break, mwanze kunimiss, mwanze kushare videos na watu, ndio mnisaidie kugrow, because otherwise amfanyi kazi yenyu. I'm just here stuck at 61 subscribers and I'm the greatest ever. How? Why are you doing me like this? So that's the way nimekuwa ifikiria nichukue hiatus, then nikirudi nikwe nikifanya irregularly. I've even done rap drills. So maybe also think of exploring other ideas of this art form and how tunaweza get the best out of it. So hiyo ndio place nafikiria, hiyo ndio place niko na vile nafikiria as of now, but zitaendelea. Another thing that I've wanted to do, and Hazel, you know this, ni kurap kwa streets. So I wanted to do that for some time. So if I manage to incorporate that moving forward, the sessions Freestyle Friday will take a different shape. But that's also another idea that I want to explore. Kurap kwa streets. Hiyo ilikuwa from Nyanchama. Hazel akauliza, and to compliment Nyanchama's question, Nyanchama mwenye amesema dead, then akasema not the shade African, you know we love you. I know you do, and I love you too. What does it mean to have completed? What does it mean to you to have completed 100 sessions? Kwangu hii ni success. I've talked about the idea of success kwa sessions za sana kwa sana, our Sunday sessions. How to configure our minds kuconceptualize success, na nimeiongelea in terms of the Sunday sessions, discuss in terms of the reviews, the reaction videos, na the foundation being the channel itself. Discuss ikiangalia aspect ya Patreon and saying, nikipeana an example ya opening up Patreon last year in December, something that nilikuwa sprinkle the seeds for a while, nilikuwa mention during our Sunday sessions hapa na pale. And nilikuwa nafikiria let me come up with tiers first, ni structure, the levels that we'll have and what we shall offer, then you open a Patreon when everything iko tayari consolidated. Up until now, hatuna tiers on Patreon. The videos are available publicly. Each person can access them. And Hazel, I mentioned this a couple of weeks back, and I'll mention it again. Always indebted to you. Na asante sana for the amount of immense support that umetupatia. Hazel wasn't on Patreon, alifungua na a Patreon account, amewatch hizo videos, amelike hizo videos, and I mentioned Melvo as well, another huge supporter wa sana kwa sana. Yeye pia ni a member pale Patreon, alilike a video nilifanya ya Octopizo, my reaction to album yake Lamu Nights. And so you see, kitu kaa hiyo nilikuwa nimeifikiria, and then December time nilikuwa nimeedit video yangu ya kureact ya therapy ya Nyashinski. The idea was to have that on Patreon. Nikajiambia, by the way, si unaweza fungua tu hii kitu mara moja, in as much as bado huja define the tiers and the levels na exist. So I did, and I even recorded a video of myself nikireflect and nikicontemplate on concept ya success, nikisema I have wanted to have a platform kama sana kwa sana since 2015-16. Once I came across Dead and Hip Hop, please, if you do not watch Dead and Hip Hop, search for them on YouTube and watch them. An amazing hip hop and music channel. Dead and Hip Hop. 2015-16, they get into conversations na Traboli, na Mosoti, na Romi during that period, because we used to share conversations on music, on reviews, on culture. Dofan is another one as well. Nilikuwa nimeandika reviews of slam events in 2015 which ziko available on YouTube, huko ndo nilianza kuandika. And I'm thinking, the thought then was kusema si tunaweza kuwa na such a platform here, have convos na Romi, tukisema yo, we are having beautiful conversations as well as Dofan, na zina disappear. Years later, nimeka na Romi, tuna have an interview that is recorded and ina exist, a 2-hour and 23-minute conversation kuhusu debut album yake. Same thing na Traboli. Have a sit down na Traboli tukiwa na irauka, a fun conversations. Nyanchama, sijui kama umeiwatch, that is something you would love. Na Tra pia ni mtu tulikuwa tunaongea naye kuhusu reviews za Dead and Hip Hop and the channel. Someone else ni Musoti Fave wa Nyanchama. We used to share music na Musoti sana. 2015-16, a lot. 17, share music na Musoti, na Kantai, who's also another supporter of sana kwa sana. And having hizi convos na Musoti kuhusu art na Dead and Hip Hop, kufikiria, imagine if we had a similar thing here. Years later, that similar thing here ina exist. Hiyo ni nini kasi success? tulifika 790 subscribers. I was supposed to share a screenshot niambia wase 10 more subscribers to 800, let's get there. Nikaachana nayo after a while. It took weeks. On 794 ilikuwa niseme 6 more to go, ni share. Kaachana nayo. Nilikuwa naangalia the dashboard earlier today on 796. So you see, with all this work, this thing has not given me anything in terms of what people categorize as successful. If it doesn't make money, then it don't make sense, right? Barely. But niko able kusema I have favorites in the likes of Hazel, in the likes of Nyanchama, right? Wenye wako hapa, in the likes of Jack, in the likes of Amorio, in the likes of Vin Karume, in the likes of Edna Sangaka, in the likes of Waidaka, people who've interacted with the channel and love what we do, in the likes of Suki, and appreciate the work, and many more, and absolutely many more people. But nimekuwa able kusema such because of ile kazi that tumefanya, kina Kantai whom I've mentioned, kina Babo obviously, but we go way back with that human being, way back, kina K9. Kwa able kusema such statements, hiyo ni nini kasi success. Kwa able kufanya a hangout na watu wakuje, Kija, who's joined us for a number of Sunday sessions in the wee hours whenever, kina Viva, Robi, hao watu wote, kina Goofy, Akili Black, kina Tra, hiyo ni success. But ukiuliza my team utakwambia tunataka maganji. Hiyo success yako jieke. Tunataka mado. Tunataka mado. Nataka hiyo do nega. So ni kufikiria tu story ya success na kuona that hii ni fanaka. Hii ni fanaka. Hizi connections ni fanaka. Kwa able kufika hii point ya kusema sana kwa sana ina exist. Pia nilikuwa naambia Stella Sari, another pillar, last week, the same thing, kuhusu hizi perceptions za success, that this is what I wanted and I've done it. And I even said this sometime last year during my recap ya Too Early for Birds. Ngati is another person, and Ngati has been a supporter of what I do tangu siku zangu za kuandika articles on Facebook. And watu from era yake, kina Ian, kina Alan, kina Rix, right? Kina Nyangi, kina Wanjiku, Mwaura. Nilisema during your recap sometime last year, and at that point nilikuwa nasema this is a perfect ending to Sunday session and Sunday sessions. This is a perfect ending to Sana kwa Sana. Hiyo ilikuwa in November. We had just done the interview in Nairobi. We had published it a few days before that, because ilikuwa a week before Too Early for Birds. And hiyo wiki kulikuwa na an outpour of love. Kuna video fulani ilikuwa tumetoa that people commented on outside of hiyo ya Romi. Kuna another video or something else had happened. Actually ni my video nikiongelea Too Early for Birds before the show ianze, and I was doing a live na Traboli, and that week, that Sunday, or ilikuwa Monday because ilikuwa in the wee hours, nilikuwa naongelea audiences and creators and your relationship kati ya creatives and their audiences, and track a join. And one thing that someone asked who reads the TV, the handle, mse mwenye pia alikuwa anatokea sana kwa sessions, Sunday sessions, alikuwa muuliza kama kuna people who've brought a different product to the market, tukidiscuss concept ya an artist being a business and kile unauza pia as a product, and that is the framework, and people going the route that works. What about those who've gone the opposite route and brought something new? So kwa my ruminations nika mention 12 for birds, and I shared why they've done something different and why I feel that way about them, and I clipped that nikaishare as a short video on Twitter na on Instagram, and it Ngati alishare on Twitter, people retweeted it, and the team Brian Jagi na Ngati, the love walishow hiyo video ilikuwa immense. Nikajipata documenting 24 birds and their comeback last year, and hiyo pia for me that's another huge win, and I'm thinking, so hiyo time nilikuwa nafikiria if that was to be our last Sunday session ingekuwa absolutely perfect. Nime recap 24 birds and their comeback, nimeongelea performance ya Sero alikuwa at Cheche hiyo Sunday ya mwisho ya 24 birds, nimeongelea our interview na Romi Swahili and the comments kwa hiyo video, it was just beautiful, and nilikuwa na feel, and then 24 birds wamenipatia love on Twitter, nilikuwa na feel this is a perfect closer, this is where it should end. Mi kufanya Sunday sessions niachie hapo, na pia if sana kwa sana was to stop and you with the last thing I ever shared ever, perfect ender. Kimbelembele ya akili yangu si niko hapa bado kufanya Sunday sessions, na nimesema earlier tuko almost kufika 100 editions of Sunday sessions, zilianza in July of 2021, almost getting to where tumefika na Freestyle Friday. Being able kufanya this for 100 weeks, hiyo ni success. In the same way that niliamua kuopen Patreon na nikasema I do not care whether tutapata one person who will give us $1 or 50 bob or whatever amount of money, atakani for 1 month or never. If we won't be able to convert people kwa Patreons, nimeifungua, that is success. So ni idea ya reconfiguring my understanding of success. I've wanted to have sanaa kwa sana, na sahi ina exist regardless of what happens, and I said this pia your time, and I've always maintained that regardless of the numbers and our 2 views and 3 views kwa video, ukiscroll kwa my Freestyle Friday playlist utapata 1 view, 2 views, 4 views yet I'm just still here rapping. Regardless of that, kuifanya in itself, hiyo ndio the success, instead of the destination or the outcome. The process, the journey ndio the success na a reward in itself. So that is the idea here ya kuangalia even what I'm doing here. I love freestyling. I love, and not me doing it, but the art of freestyling. I absolutely love the art of freestyling. I watch freestylers a lot. Ni very fascinating for me. Improv is entirely fascinating kwangu na intriguing of a concept and a reality. So mujipata nikiwatch videos za freestylers sana, kulearn kuhusu techniques, kustudy na kuona what an artist amefanya. I also love words. a lot and learning new words, kufind their meanings, kutafuta words that rhyme with them, kufikiria of patterns. So mi kuja hapa kuifanya randomly ilikuwa hii idea spontaneous that I usually work with, kuwa na an idea na kuamua execute bila kufikiria sana, and that started, and I thought to myself, this can be a thing, and it became 2 weeks, it became 3 weeks, it became 4, it became 5, and I was doing this while I sucked. I was a good freestyler before I did so, but I've always said doing easy sessions live iko na different dynamics from if you are rapping with people or rapping to yourself. And hata saa hii nikianza kurap kwa streets itakuwa nikaa naanza, obviously niko na a base and a very sturdy foundation, but dynamics need different kurap kwa streets, very different performing for people in the streets, so itakuwa another learning curve, but doing it for me, hiyo ni the success in hiyo kuifanya na also have people come here, join you, participate, wakupatie words, wakupatie ideas, wakupatie feedback after, wakupatie prompts, wabaki tu hapo wakiwatch even without saying anything, wakujoin live, waseme what they want to say, kupata guests come through, kupata guests wenye wamekuja na wakarap, waka freestyle, just such. Hizi ni aspects zote that capture what completing hizi sessions means and idea ya success, and also completing this kwangu ni a lot of grit, and also ina embody my love for the art form. The other person here ilikuwa niseme like the video but they have na appreciate sana, ina embody my love for the art form na my will kujaribu kuimaster na pia kuiexplore in the very many ways that I can. And on top of this, obviously, ina embody consistency. It's part of my strand ya consistency and the consistent things that I do, and ina exist, and completing these sessions in history that easily nimeandika. Si easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. Hayo ndio maswala naweza sema yana represent what it means kukamilisha 100 sessions. It also means a lot of work. It also means a lot of work, a lot of practice, a lot of rehearsals, a lot of rapping here, but also outside of this space. It also means a lot of criticism of kile nafanya, a lot of kujiambia, what the hell, horrible, I've said this mara kadhaa, kujiambia you suck, kujiambia that was a terrible setup, terrible delivery, horrible punchline, bad rapping, that was me. A lot of that. A lot. Session, kuna sessions zinaishanga najiambia what the hell, that was absolutely horrendous. Jiambianga fuck, that was absolutely horrendous. So it means a lot of that. It means a lot of that. It also means watching a session back na kufeel, oh, ulikuwa kwa pocket, nimeona kile ulifanya hapo, nimeona kile uli explore na ukaachieve, I have seen the technique, nimeona the mastery, nimeona what ulikuwa unafanya. It also entails a few of that. Ina entail that as well, it means that as well, kujiwatch back na kuona naona kile ulido, naona kile ulido. And I've also thought of doing some breakdown videos of showing the technique and the skill and what happens mentally and then what happens lyrically kwa the raps. So yes, it entails hizi vitu zote, it means hizi vitu zote. It also means watching a lot of freestyle videos, as I've said, and feeling, will I ever get to this level? You just watch a video by MC Juice, because fuck Juice, you can't be this good. You cannot be this good. Oh, it's horrible that I have to say this. Not Juice World, MC Juice. MC Juice. Watching videos zake na kujiambia zi hauwezi kuwa this amazing. How? Watching Harry Mark and feeling, ntaifika. It also means being told you're the Kenyan Harry Mark and feeling, where? Eh. H mark ni H mark. H mark ni H mark. So it means a lot, as you can see. It means a lot, as you can see. Irauka ako hapa na nilimtaja. Sa Irauka nafanya tu nini hazel o confirm story yangu ya uchawi. I mentioned Irauka actually. Where was I? Acha niendelee ku catch up hapa. Shukran sana Nyanchama, shukran sana Hazel, shukran sana Irauka ndugu yangu. Nimekutaja ukatokea. Haya. What did you set out wanting to master in the practice sessions that you feel you've gotten significantly better at? So acha ni cover the practice sessions zile nimefanya since edition 91 mpaka 99. If you watch those sessions, each of those ilikuwa na something specific nilikuwa nawakia. So wordplay, kuna punchlines, kuna setup na punchline technique, kuna 2-bar phrases which tries to set up na punchline, kuna 4-bar phrases, kuna 8-bar phrases, kuna concepts and storytelling, kuna AB kind of rhyming, kuna song crafting and making songs on the spot, kuna the rhyme scale and kutumia the consonant scale idea that I shared here last week. So hizi ni aspects that nilikuwa nataka ni wakie more, and I still need to work on some of those more. I still need to keep reminding my brain how to function quickly and tap into those moments na ikue almost second nature, as I rapped yesterday. So with easy sessions nilikuwa na those specific aspects of freestyling that nilikuwa na dai kumaster, and before I even did those sessions, a while ago nili get notebook fulani, this small notebook, and I just wrote a couple of things that ningependa kushughulikia, na even outside of working on them live, niwakia nikiwa solo kwa my freestyling. So as I was getting to those sessions, I was using some of these ideas na nisema, okay, I can work on 8-bar phrases, naweza wakia setup na punchlines, naweza wakia concepts and storytelling, and so I used those kwa my sessions. I never did songs as intently as I did for the 2 or 3 sessions, so I had to throw that in there. So nilikuwa na focus on some of this and hizi elements za my freestyling, and the ones that I've gotten significantly better at, I'd say punchlines na wordplay, and we saw moments of those jana. Kwanza Irauka nilikuwa nimekutaja nikisema, sijui kama unajua tulikuwa na session yesterday ya kucelebrate wiki so moja and if you did, kama ulijicast when you knew. So wordplay na punchlines, hiyo ni kitu that ukiona our session yesterday utaona a lot of growth in that sector. I used to have punchlines na wordplays hata nikianzanga. For instance, kuna a video I once shared, nilikuwa na parallel freestyle Friday 12 I believe na 50 something or 60 something, because I made a reference to, was it to Kendrick or to Lupe Fiasco? So ukiwatch, was it actually that one? So ukiwatch hiyo ya kwanza, I made references to Kendrick Lamar and swimming pools, and then the idea was connect that to Lupe Fiasco and the cool. Kwa hii ingine sijui kama ilikuwa Kendrick Lamar or Lupe Fiasco reference, ndio nikazi parallel, but the idea was for the second video the base ilikuwa ab rhymes, which nilifanya some time back because I've done a number of practice sessions here. I have sucked on live for a number of sessions, very many, very many. And if you watch that utaona hiyo growth ya what nilikuwa nafanya kwa freestyle Friday 12 and the difference with hiyo edition ya later, how I can be able kukuwa na a full bar where the end rhyme is an A, and then the next bar ni a B, the next one ni an A, the next one ni a B. Kitu kaa hiyo ni something that if you watch the sessions that followed that one 2 or 3 down the line, kuna growth na ni kitu nimesema hapa before, even nilisema jana, ukionanga the first sessions where I'm trying something new inakwanga mbovu. So nikijaribu ku work on double time or kuflow kwa beats za trap because maybe I'm not used to doing that freestyle, it sucks. Kuna session irauka alikuwa hapa na Hazel na Jack kwa one of those horrible sessions, kuna hiyo. And then kwa the second one unaona kuna improvement, kwa the third one kuna improvement. Kuna time the same ili happen nikiwakia Swahili end rhymes, ilikuwa difficult tukianza, then the second naona okay, inaanza kukuja less tediously. For the next one, that is the same. So whatever I practice, nikipatia 2 or 3 sessions here, ukiwatch the second and the third and the fourth session, you note kuna your difference. So kitu kaa concept and storytelling, Hazel usually feels that I tap into something else when I do those exercises or those prompts za storytelling. She enjoys those ones a lot. Kitu kama hiyo nimeimprove over time. Even Jack alini humble sana with a sentiment here a few weeks back akisema kwa my list of great freestyle storytellers, add your name there. That left me in awe because that is really huge. That is really huge. Kitu kama hiyo hata kuunda songs. So for instance jana I was tapping into song crafting in terms of just having a chorus or a refrain. Kitu kama hiyo for example came from that. Kuwakia setup na punchlines still not where I would like it to be in terms of your element ya freestyling, a setup and a punch, but I was using that a lot yesterday na kuna a lot of growth with regard to that as well. So hizo ni baadhi ya the elements that niliwakia during the 91st hadi 99th edition that na feel zime improve sana, and my vocab as well, I try a lot, the kind of flows na cadences that mi hutumia, hizo ni vitu that zime improve over time that nilikuwa nashughulikia for hizi practice sessions. Do you have a getting ready practice before beginning your sessions? Do you have a decompressing practice after you've completed the sessions? I do have a getting ready, but ni something very basic na pia si ati lazima niifanya before nikuje as for a session here. So mostly what it entails, it's been a while since niifanya, but sometimes during the first sessions and then 1 or 2 weeks after nilikuwa na spend tu some time kidogo nje ku feel the atmosphere, ku feel the breeze and the weather, kukatu nje, then kukuja kwa keja kuanza kufanya shughuli, but hiyo ni kiasi. So mostly nakwanga just listening to beats, listening to beats and rapping kidogo hapa na pale. Kuna some sessions that if you watch some of those older sessions utaona video inaanza kana rap. So what usually happens ni muko kwa hiyo zone ya kurap, so nikikujanga live ni kama ina break hiyo zone kidogo, cause tayari nilikuwa nimeanza kurap and so that take some time to kutype the title of the video, kusema niko live, and once nimepress go live I just keep rapping cause niko kwa hiyo moment. So mostly ni just kusikiza beats na kurap na kufreestyle. Hiyo pia ni an element and an aspect of practicing. So mostly that is the process ya get ready for a session. I do not do it all the time, but mujaribu sana before nikuje session nikuwe nikiplay some beats. Sometimes that entails listening to freestylers, and I usually go to Harry Mark and MC Juice. MC Juice. Fuck, man. Ah. I admire his freestyling abilities so much. So wanga kuona Juice ama Harry Mark kunieka kwa hiyo zone na kuona what greatness looks like and what I am aiming at na kujidepress before nianze. Sometimes pia I do that after nimetoka session, and then najiambia you sucked, you performed terribly, and after that video Juice kujikumbusha what you're supposed to be working towards. Wacha ufala, acha ufala, piga wera nani. So so hizo ndizo kwa tu my practices that I do. Sinanga a practice after nanga kutoka kunywa maji na kumove on na life. So hivyo ndivyo kunaendanga. Well, sometimes pia before I can go through some rhymes mentally. So nikiona, let's say I have watched the previous session and I feel I was repeating some rhymes and some patterns and some ideas, I try to get rid of that, which is something I also work on during a week. So for example, nitaona session nilifanya jana, nijiambie I did this and that, I need to improve on that, I need to get rid of this. So during the week nitafanya some practices that work on that. So sometimes that it entail to go through some alternative rhymes for rhymes that I repeat, setups that I repeat, na vitu ka hivo. So hiyo pia ni another thing that I do. And then how has the human behind these offerings been doing lately? What's the status of your mind and body? I am doing well. Kabisa kabisa. Kwa salama sana. I have been chilling. Last week was a chilled week. Very relaxed week. Hii wiki haijakuwa as chilled, but imekuwa chilled in terms of mimi kutoenda any events na kukaa kwa keja na kukaa mtaani. Until Thursday nilikuwa kwa event ya Slim Shaka. I was doing some things there, trying to be a teacher, and that was it. I left the house earlier. Kajiambia, damn, it's been a while since I left the house. Kajiambia, ilikuwa Thursday, but ili feel evil. So imekuwa wiki zile zimekuwa chilled, but this week imekuwa na more activities za kufanya, so nimekuwa in a creative space mentally because of the things that I needed to do. Hiyo session ya Slim for Thursday, so prepping for that. Then kuna something else that I am working on that I'll share once imekamilika, that nilikuwa nashughulikia, that was to be done this week. Lakini niko salama kabisa. Asante for that question. Are there some freestyle sessions where you were uninspired and guys didn't catch on? Let me see. I wouldn't say uninspired. And kuna time Kemi iliuliza hii swali tukifanya our year anniversary, whether kuna some days I wanted to not do this. Na pia nilifikiria earlier when I was thinking of possible questions utaniuliza, nilijua this might come up. Uninspired, not necessarily. Nitasema what usually happens ni some of those sessions nimezifanya when I have things nafikiria kwa kichwa. So either I have something that I am working on that nafikiria, or niko na a place to go after the session, such. So whenever niko na kitu nafikiria that isn't that session, then ina affectingi the outcome juu siko present. Or even when I try and overthink a rhyme, overthink a pattern, overthink a scheme or a thought, that pia ina affect the outcome of kile anafanya. So for yesterday for instance, nilikuwa najiambia nisiingie hiyo state ya kujaribu ku overthink na nisi feel ni kama na practice, acha i feel ni kama it's more fluid. Hata ka uta repeat some words, uta repeat some setups, some rhymes, iache tu i happen. We kuwa tu nika uko autopilot in some way na usi overthink at nime rhyme this the same way I usually do. Kujaribu kupunguza hizo moments. So whenever niko hiyo zone ya ku overthink hivo, whenever niko na kitu nafaa kufanya after the session, kuna place nafaa kuenda, or sometimes let's say nimekuja a session na I have had just some few hours of, let's say, sleep, or the time nilikuwa nimeplan for the session isn't it, and then ime throw off my schedule. Hizo ni vitu that affect the outcome and the way the sessions go. I wouldn't say uninspired, or maybe they have they? When you may feel don't want to do this, I mean, I don't want to do life. uh, do you like flowers? You deserve to get some. I don't mind flowers, so you can gift me flowers until I'm rich enough to materially support, of course. Flowers inakubalika. Hazel amesema flowers and more for sure, akiagree na nyanchama. Nyanchama, you saw me. What was I speaking about? Bado niko huku juu nikirespond to hizi comments za watu. Ama uliniona kwa show ya Slim Shaka. Kumbe irauka kwa kumbe irauka ati I'm finding out now. Are your notifications on, my brother? You can ask a question pia if you have any. Your catalog speaks for itself. You are exceptionally brilliant, and I can't wait to see what Sanako Sana's future looks like and what Afrikan's future looks like. These perfect ending phrases are hurting my heart. Lol, let's not think in this direction. Heart to heart. Kinoti style. I'm incredibly proud of you, Afrikan. Asante sana nchama. I am incredibly grateful I love that you honor the things you love and that you have done this publicly. It's absolutely beautiful. Hey, unanishawa na mapenzi. Nashukuru sana sana sana, niko humbled and it's an honor to receive this kindness toka kwako. Hazel says, Harimark has been one of your great influencers of your freestyle, whom you've umepea credited severally. Are there some things or ideas he's done that you want to try out with regards to your freestyling? I have tried out some of those things that he's done. I have kwanza, I have been I have been watching his session ya last year. Hey, Harimark, stress tu yani. Ule msee amefanya the impossible with freestyling, the absolute impossible. Kwanza kuna time, and this is also part of something that I would love to do. It's outside of freestyling but also involves freestyling. Kuna time I shared kwa my Instagram story my laptop screen, na ilikuwa website ya Starbucks and they had Harry Mark on there, na kuna specific giveaway that they had for brands zao za coffee. So I shared that and I asked a question ya what brands what brands would you love to see me working with as a question sticker. I I have seen H Mark. Ah man, the amount of admiration I have. I have known Harry Mark since 2017. Even around the time that alikuwa anaanza kushare video zake publicly. So I've watched a lot of him. Someone else I'd love to mention is Supernat, of course. Supernatural. I mentioned him yesterday. Nikirifer to a freestyle they did na MC Juice at the Wake Up Show back in the day after their rap battle. The references are Amethyst na Platinum. So if you watch that back, utapata the reference. I even said, if you know that freestyle, you know what I'm referencing. So Harimark amepeleka hii kitu to a whole nother. Hey, insane. So kitu kama hiyo kuona akifanya collaboration na Starbucks, wameshuti commercial, ako kwa shops zao, anauliza say what are their character traits, then anawaambia the best coffee that they can take. Amazing. Kuona alikuwa na a stream on Twitch, I think 2 of them, but I only watched one, so maybe ilikuwa one, but alikuwa na stream on Twitch sponsored by Starbucks, where the entire thing ilikuwa premised on watu throw their character traits, then her remark awaambie what the best coffee would be for them. So he was coming up with songs kutumia traits za watu, kutumia their coffee making routines. Ilikuwa absolutely beautiful. Nimeona Harimark akipewa endorsements za kurap kuhusu Node VPN, amerap kuhusu kuna other brands, for instance ukiona Gorilla Buzz fulani alianza kufanya Bose. Harimark hangs out with Bose, ama Harimark with Bose, ama outside with Bose, ni a brand ya speakers. I'm here thinking when so just kuona place ameipeleka ni amazing sana, and I do believe that it's possible kuifanya as well na kukuwa na hizi brand endorsements. I am somewhat amazing at what I do. Niko meh, but you know, I can try and hang in there. Zidanganya watu, I am dope at freestyling, right? Niseme kwa sessions, hadi maybe ikuhypnotize unaweze kubelieve kile nasema. So with that, I can also get some endorsements here and there with some different partners, tufanye something. So kwa mind yangu huwa na imagine that happening and kuona how ita fit in the content creator influencer space, because I usually think that would be an amazing addition. What do you think? sijui, but I've thought about that a number of times, and the idea sasa ni ku generate fire ideas of busy sessions, fire ideas via my freestyling, have some amazing videos, work on the production quality. So isn't it some of the things that I'd love also to do to get to that next level. Some Patreon thing happening. I've wanted to do personal sessions. So kuna ideas kadhaa, but hizo ni baadhi ya those ideas, and hiyo ni something that I've watched H Mark do, and he's brilliant. Of course he is. He's the most known freestyler in the world ever. And you can't take that away from him. So regarding freestyling in terms of ideas, nilikuwa nasema I've been watching his session ya last year, ile alikuwa na celebrate getting at 1 million subscribers. Anajulikana globally, getting to 1 million subscribers, and what he did, alianza time alifika 500k. So alifika that number of subscribers, akasema 5 hours stream, 600k 6 hours, 700k 7 hours. And I think time alikuwa nafanya the either that one ya 10, actually see, I think ilikuwa 900k subscribers. I think hiyo date tulikuwa na shoot na irauka, or you were just chilling, because I remember aliniacha niki watch. At the time I was still doing freestyle beats, another fave from me thing ya Hazel, freestyle beats. So sijui ilikuwa what exact session, but I even mentioned that kwa that freestyle beat, nikisema I'm watching Harry Mark akifanya hii milestone celebration, amefika 900k subscribers or whatever that session was, for whatever number, na nikisema how amazing that is. So nimekuwa nikiwatch ile yake yenye alifika an m na akafanya for 10 hours. I watched it time ili happen, nilikuwa in and out of the session. So sasa nimekuwa nikigo back and can watch yote. So since I've been doing so, imekuwa pia kwa my YouTube timeline, and then his session ya 800k subscribers celebration has also been appearing, and I was just scrolling, nikaicheki, nikajambia yo, he actually did a 10-hour stream rapping for 10 hours. Then najambia he did 8. Ni insane, ni insane, ni insane, and he remains a huge inspiration of mine all the time, and he's fluid with it, he's quick, he's spontaneous, he's absolutely exceptional. Ni mtu nimelearn a lot from. So kitu ka working on cadence changes, because ukiangalia out of the freestylers I love, ukiangalia Idea, ukiangalia Juice, ukiangalia Supernat, ukiangalia King Los, ikija kwa cadences na flows, Harry Mark absolutely flows them easy. And him being a jazz musician and a drummer, inamsaidianga sana with that, and he does a lot kitechnique na mechanics za kuflow. He does a lot that pick from, ikija kwa setups zake na his punchlines. Something else that pia amenisaidia sana kuimprove na kulearn how he also goes, for instance, around AB rhyme schemes, and also finding ways of setting up within your structure an AB rhyme scheme na pattern. Hapo pia ni something that ameni inform. Kuna technique fulani that I also picked ya word association, which is something else that I was practicing hizi wiki zimepita, that pia nimeimprove greatly at, whereby you are building a rap or a verse or some bars in what is called a scheme. So not in the traditional poetry way where a scheme means the rhymes at the end of lines, but una build a scheme based on words and concepts that are related. So nikiamua kurap kuhusu basi, naweza ongelea Bugatti, Ferrari, something along hizo lines, niongele Maserati, niongele bicycle, tricycle, something hivyo. Then naweza ongelea barabara, naweza ongelea maram. Hiyo word association and scheme building and word building is something that inasaidia sana with how you are rapping and how you're getting to rhymes. So get to an end rhyme, kama let's say huna something or you need to continue the idea, unafikiria ideas associated to what you just said and you go to other things. So you can say kitu ka booth, right? Au ufikirie microphone. Okay, microphone, dialogue, mazungumzo, tuzo, uende, tuzo, maziwa ni pesa, hela, economy, capitalism, socialism, Karl Marx, Frederick Engels, The Communist Handbook. Unaweza enda books, kuna aspect ya truth that watu huwa wana cook, and you just hivyo inasaidia sana with rapping, with tapping and accessing rhymes and ideas. So hiyo ni kitu that pia nimelearn toka kwake, and a technique that I practice and work on. So hizi ni baadhi ya vitu that nime learn from him. Song making as well, showing me that it's possible kuunda a song on the spot and come up with a chorus. And something else I've been thinking about, haikuwa nafikiria before nikuje hii live, nilikuwa najiambia, will it ever happen where nimeenda kwa a concert, nimeenda kwa a performance, and the performance is an hour long or whatever duration itakuwa, but hii performance that nimefanya, I am the headliner, I am the act, and it's solely freestyling. I have known that that is possible through her remark. I have watched Supernat perform Supernat ameperform kwa shows ama b-boy dancers, ameperform kwa concerts za business people, ameperform kwa shops, outside of shops that sell random stuff, akarock the audience, ameperform kwa concerts and event spaces. And Supernat pia alikuwa one of the persons mwenye ni pioneer wa hiyo thought that you can actually make a living of freestyling. So from doing it kwa parks akiwa New York to actually going on the road performing for people, freestyling na getting paid. So Supernat laying down that blueprint na hiyo foundation to hii state whereby sahii tuko kwa Aharimark mwenye anafanya a full hour plus set purely freestyle with a DJ, and anaunda songs on the spot and people are rapping along to choruses zile ameunda on the spot, and he remembers. Hiyo ni another level of mastery that muona najiambia hii ni insane. People are singing along to a chorus as if ni kitu iliandikwa na as if it's a song but imeundwa hapo in the moment, and the Harimark anakumbuka. It's insane. It's insane. His mental capabilities are something else. and it's something that I learn a lot from kwake, being able just to make easy connections as quickly as possible. And something else ni hiyo rapping kwa streets, that thing's difficult to do, and entertaining people, keeping their attention, dropping punchlines, making it make sense, insanity. It's absolutely insane. So hizo ni ideas that I've watched him do, and I'd love to to try. In some ways that man challenges me vibaya sana. So Irauka alikuwa anasema alikuwa na find out sahi hizi nenda kwenye hiyo session, wewe umenitupa tu. Then Onot nilikuwa nasema earlier ya kujicriticize. Nyanchama alikuwa nasema it's interesting that you get hard on yourself about some of these sessions, because this is probably because I don't know much about the technicalities of rap, but I've been completely amazed by all sessions. I just can't wrap my head around you picking random words and rapping. I completely get kile unasema Nyanchama, and also sometimes, not even sometimes, kuna hii quote ya Ira Glass anasemanga, as an artist unaweza feel frustrated that kile umecreate haiko to level unataka, but what that signifies is that you have good taste and you know what amazing art is and should be. And so because you have that as an ideal, as the level, as the measure, as the mark kwa akili yako na as part of your experiences, that's what you are targeting. Now you're not there yet, so that's why utafeel vile una feel kuhusu kile una create. So it's that in some way, ama kuexplain what Nyanchama anasema ya kuko amazed, ni vile pia kwa mind yangu I have seen what the best of the best do. Hey, hey. And the best of the best manze ni watu exceptional, ni watu exceptional sana 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 sana, and I want to master this thing. Yeah, I'm happy you're doing well. I was kind of concerned about your reduced frequency ya kupost, kumbe uko cool still na umechill. Nimechill tu. Have you ever felt like we, your listeners, have undermined some things that you've done during your freestyle sessions? Like, have you inward, inwardly called us a slur for disregarding any cold tricks you pulled off? Of course. So now I'm the greatest, so lazima ni uh, so unaona kitu ka jana the vexed, and then siwezi pata grade nitapata an A, so switch hiyo ya vexed weke A itakuwa vexed, and information imeinject. Yes, mlipata hata Hazel commented immediately. The kuna many more, or the Karl Marx thing and hizo references. So what usually happens with the rap, for instance, pia ukiona video za Harry Mark, sometimes some comments wanasemanga umse akuchangamka, the person on the other end, umse akuchangamka, umse ajui ni greatness, hiyo bar ilipita over their head, they didn't get it. So sometimes what happens ni, for instance, najua nikimake some hip hop references that kuna some people won't get them. So for instance, nikimake references to Immortal Technique and Dance with the Devil, Revolutionary, since najua Hazel si mtu wa hip hop, Evo najua si kitu that atapata, for instance, but since Jack alikuwa hapa and ili tie to something alikuwa amesema, and Dance with the Devil being a song ya Immortal Technique and project yake Revolutionary, vitu kama hivyo. So hizo ni references that some specific people will get, and which happens pia with references in general. Ni kuongelea Frederick Engels na Karl Marx, kuna mse mwenye watch na pata any of those references. Hazel na irauka ume references za movies hapa zile sipatangi, and then they judge me and they throw slurs at me because I'm not getting what they're saying all the time. Because sionangi movies. So the thing with freestyling, the reason for me kutaka kufanya breakdowns ni kuonesha those cool tricks that might have passed you, and not hata from a reference standpoint but from a lyrical standpoint, kuable kuonyesha hiyo ndio kile ulifanya, nimeona. Because pia maybe in the moment as you're watching this inaweza kupita na uta notice, so ukiwatch back unaweza ipata, but also because these videos ni lengthy and what not, to get the best out of them, it would also be amazing kuzichop na kuhighlight those specific parts that I would like to highlight. For example, kuna a shot I shared ya maliza roho freestyle. So kama hujui maliza roho, kama hujui tra, kama hujasikia Telos, cause kwa Telos kulikuwa na a song called My Mind. So you might get maliza roho maybe because you know maliza roho, but I said something along the lines of mali, ngoja chanitafute papa hapa sahu, nifanye a live breakdown. Let's do a live breakdown while we are here. Eba nimerap though hizi sessions zote. Naweza ongea na mime. So let's see. Naenda nikibadili na tumia power ya mind na use yangu akili, uko na mimi at the same time, nikiletanga easy bars na paint pictures. Hii ni art katra na akili black. So nikipaint easy bars, nikileta hizi bars na paint pictures, hii ni art. So nikileta hizi bars na paint pictures, kupaint pictures ni art, but na paint pictures, hii ni art ka tra na akili black. Trabuli, tra is art. So kuna that reference nimesprinkle hapo ndani, but also tra na akili black, what they do with their art, they paint pictures. Unafollow hizi option vile mimi na blossom nikisema that na maliza, vile mimi na blossom nikisema that na maliza roho. So kuna hiyo roho nimekupatia dimes, maliza roho hizi ni maliza roho, hizo ni mine. Maliza roho hizo ni mine. Maliza roho hizo ni mali zangu, based on how they write maliza roho, but also maliza roho hizo ni mine that you have to dig. I am saying what I am doing as it is happening. Hizo ni mine. You'll have to dig and access something in depth kupata kile na reference. Maliza roho hizo ni mine. Cheki my mind. Nikirifer to my mind and then my mind, and that reference nilikuwa nasema kwa Telos, their project ya 2018 is a song called My Mind, and this is just freestyling. Sasa nikiandika sintaua kila mtu also but this one iko na moments that people did catch because the references were there, but it's one of my fave moments of Freestyle Friday. Now nazidi kutravel with my mind, na ndani kuna other people will lie as part of my panel. So speaking of technique, Now nazidi ku travel with my mind, lakini ndani kuna other people walai as part of my panel. So travel na panel, but in between that nimekuwa na those internal rhymes hapo. Now nazidi ku travel with my mind na ndani kuna other people walai as part of my panel. Wananiambia wapatie vibes hapo, unaweza kaa na triangles to wapatie vibes hapo, unaweza kaa na triangles. My prompt was the word triangles. Triangles tofauti zako flows, kuna vile unaweza zi alter, unaweza tu zibadilisha, bado utawafurahisha. So the thing I loved about this, similar to what nimefanya with Maliza Roho, nasema unaweza triangles tofauti with your flows, unaweza zi alter, unaweza zibadilisha, bado utawafurahisha. I am literally doing it as I'm saying it. And I'm trying a different approach, a different angle ya kuflow na naifanya as I'm saying that. I loved the execution. Naam, najua vile nimekuja hapo, nimeenda on a curve. Naam, vile nimekuja hapo, nimeenda on a curve. I'm still altering the flow. Unaweza enda on a curve to try another angle. Vile tumesema umemanage ku triangles ukatake tangents. Vile umeenda umemanage ku triangles umetake tangents. I am curving my flow. Nimeenda on a curve. It's literally happening as I'm saying it. So this moment had gems. This moment had gems. Hawezi refuse that it may be cute. Kile umedu magic uka induce. Hapo hujakuwa obtuse. Hawezi refuse kile nimefanya ime be cute, magic nime induce. So multis, refuse, be cute, induce, and then nasema hapo hujakuwa obtuse, triangle, and the mathematical terms curve, vitu kama hizo, tangents. Mathematical skill. Vile umereflect na angles kadha wa kadha perhaps reflex na sometimes na angles kadha wa kadha perhaps reflex. Inakuwa crazy nikitake straight lines, inakuwa 180. Sometimes inakuwa crazy nikitake straight lines, inakuwa 180. Kumbuka earlier nikiangalia curve and then sasa inasema sometimes unaweza take straight lines, then sometimes straight lines inakuwa crazy, straight lines inaweza kuwa 180. Lakini si wanajua bado you're skating, utakupatia fire because you're ever blazing. Ukishughulikia easy wordplay najua watapenda, hakuna nafasi ya hating. That's another moment here what I did nikianza with the panel walai inside travel, the same thing here with skating, blazing. Bado you're skating, utakupatia fire because you're ever blazing. Ukishughulikia easy wordplay najua watapenda, hakuna nafasi ya hating. Bado niko hapa levitating after sessions kadha. There's a reason why I clipped this thing. A lot was happening that I was proud of. Ukishughulikia easy wordplay najua watapenda, hakuna nafasi ya hating. Bado niko hapa levitating after sessions kadha za meditating. Bado mimi niko hapa levitating after sessions kadha za meditating. AB that nimekuwa nikiongelea internally na nikiwa I am healing the self na wewe as well. Another moment of the same thing. Bado niko hapa levitating after sessions kadha za meditating, then I am healing the self na wewe as well kwa sababu we are recuperating. Listen. Hapa levitating after sessions kadha za meditating, then I am healing the self na wewe as well, kwa sababu we are recuperating together. Tuko hapa, beats zinabaki solely slain, kwa sababu shit niko on my thing, nimejipoti train. What? Beats zinabaki solely slain kwa sababu shit I am on my thing, nimejipoti train. Hiyo ilikuwa word ya Hazel kwa hiyo session, potty train. Shit I am on my thing, nimejipoti train. Triple, quadruple, insanity. Insanity. Iya vile nimekuja, and then with the people now proceed to engage, nikitake chances, this is my stage. Nami nikisema kahisa na mi niko trapped, instrumentals zinabaki warped, vile nazi alter pia voice yangu nayo tunacheza, utazisikiza na tumai utapenda, vile nabadilisha beat na my voice, nikijisuspenda nikijipeleka na the greatest. With Harimaki and Juice in the same planet, how? So such things mad scheming, as Irauka anasema, na Nyanchama ali catch the obtuse. So hizo clips ziko na hizi gems za a lot that is happening technically that zinaweza kuwa zimekupita, and that's why the clips zina exist. It goes deeper. So kuna tricks kibao sana I'll be sharing more about. Do you intend to do more writing together sessions? Yes, in fact I was supposed to do one this month. I wanted us to finish what tulianza kuandika in January, so yes, we shall do more writing sessions. I want to do more of those actually. Also, what do you usually do or intend to do with those writings after the session? So possibly record them and polish them and finish them and release them. That is the idea. Na the inspiration ni pia kuweza kuandika jisiandikangi, so kuna hiyo. They help me write more than I do, and they also challenge my creativity because I'm creating on the spot. Na kuona what can we come up with in the moment. Sijui Nyanchama, if you've ever watched a live writing session, we have 3 of those now. 2 from last year, 1 from this year. They're brilliant. Hiyo ya Jan nafaa kuja hapa na niimalize. So 7 hours isn't on HMark. Yes, HMark up for 10 hours, manze. 10 hours. 10 hours. He's insane. Yeah, ako level ingine of doing this thing. A whole nother level. But did you get to check out Ta? After Irauka niambia it's a horrible movie. Irauka niambia ni movie mbaya mwenye hakuimaliza. Yeah, ego lazima, of course. They'll burn me at the stake for not getting very niche references. Like, relax. Then nimeambiwa I am cool. Nyanchama amemotoa kama ni shower na love na nipatia my flowers, niko appreciative sana. I love these breakdowns. These things would obviously go over my head otherwise. I want to do more breakdowns. So with that being said, this has been another long session. Took almost for 2 hours. Asante sana for being part of this Q&A, this conversation, your Freestyle Friday. Na appreciate your input, na appreciate your time and your engagement. Asante Nyanchama, asante Hazel kwa maswali yenu yameform what this session has been. Asante to Irauka mwenye ametujoin. Maybe kuna 1 or 2 more persons who join na kusema wako hapa. Sijui kama one of them ni Jack. Because kuna watu 4 here. But regardless, shukran sana, niko appreciative. This is our cult that we are establishing. Kusummon 2 watu, I mentioned Irauka katokea, Hazel summoned Nyanchama, and here we are with our beautiful community. And I said this some moments ago, that's easy milestones kuona my people here inakuanga amazing. So ni poa kuona Irauka here, takali hata ya jana. Kuona Nyanchama na kuona Hazel na shukuru. Imekuwa successful as our session yesterday. Watch that video back if you didn't. Enda ucomment just because uniambie vile I am consistent, boost my ego tafadhali. And until another video, tuchekiane. Asante sana sana sana. Kesho Sunday sessions tupatane hizo mitaa. If you're watching this after as well, pia wewe ni wa maana na nashukuru. Thank you for being part of Freestyle Friday and this journey 100 weeks in.